Congresswoman Young Kim represents California's 40th district, which includes us right here in Laguna Woods. I want to welcome Congresswoman back to the program.
Thank you for having me again. Good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you. Now, you've been on recess for a little while, and I know that's not really a recess for you. When you come back, you work in your district. What have you been up to?
That's exactly it. August recess means members of Congress have the opportunity to work in the district. So during the last couple weeks or so since I've been back, we've had a lot of events with the community. For example, last weekend, we hosted a public safety seminar to educate and inform our community about the dangers of the rise of the retail crimes, or you probably heard about the South American theft groups from Chile. Chilean gangs are invading our homes, our neighbors, our community. So this is really creating a public safety issues and national security concerns.
Right.
So we talked about all of that. So now coming to this week, we are also hosting a senior fair, which is why I wanted to come and talk about that, so we can, tell the audience about the conference that we are hosting.
Sure, you have the senior fair coming up. It's going to be in Orange at a center over there. Tell us a little bit about what people, if they go there, what should they expect? What are you going to be doing?
Sure. First of all, I don't know if you have the
we have the slide. We'll put that up
there, but it's going to be this Friday, August 18, right there from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We're going to bring some community partners such as Alzheimer's OC, AARP, CalOptima, Council on Aging, UCI Mind, Orange County Office of Aging, and then financial partners from this Orange County area. We want to educate the members about the programs and the resources that are available so senior citizens can take advantage of. But more importantly, we want to educate the seniors about the rise of the financial schemes. You probably heard about that a lot.
Yeah.
If you live with senior citizens, or if you are a senior citizen yourself, you are probably concerned about, especially the financial scams.
The scams, and
I think
our seniors, I think they're
to.
probably more susceptible to it because they're more likely to click on a link or be picking up their phones,
Exactly, the online scams.
The online scams that happen, and and they're not as savvy, let's say, as some of the millennials and younger generation who grew up around that, and they can recognize a scam maybe a little more easily. So that's a great thing to to be able to let people know about how to avoid them, what to look out for, and those kinds of things.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. And then, of course, the partners will also have the opportunity to make some presentation talking about, advanced care planning, long-term care planning. Many people have their insurance, but sometimes, we are now understanding there are some riders attached to the existing insurance policies that you may have, that if you can put the rider for the long-term care planning, you can save a lot of money and be less burdensome on your families or children who are taking care of you. These are the information we want to share.
Right, and I know for some seniors, they may have all that stuff buttoned up, but they haven't told their families.
Yes.
And I know that planning can come in when you sit down with a professional, say, and now how are you telling your family where to find these things? Because when you do pass, you're not going to be there to tell them where to find everything.
It's very like my sister. My oldest sister is like almost 20 years older than me. I'm the youngest of used to be 7 kids, right? So my sisters have these information, the critical, vital information, where they're keeping their information, who their main point of contact persons are for their life insurance. They have it all that, but they have it in all different places in the drawers. Now,
I'm guilty of that, honestly.
Right. So we want to help those seniors to be able to put it in one place, put it in a drive or somewhere, or give access to your children where to find that information. These are some of the things, hopefully they will come and be educated on.
Yeah, with Alzheimer's information, the scams, the financial support. Sounds like kind of a one big umbrella, one-stop shop for a lot of seniors. And so what are the results that you've had when you've held these in the past?
Another thing is we are really, really happy that one of my priority as your representative here, including City of Laguna Woods and other areas where a lot of senior citizens are, we are able to help seniors, especially with their issues. If they're not getting their Social Security checks, or if we have seniors who are veterans who are having difficulty getting their veterans benefits, our office is able to help them through the casework. Just in the first term and through this year, we've been able to get back $22 million back to our taxpayers, namely the senior citizens.
Now, I noticed that when you in the notes that we were reading through, it's an amazing kind of number. And what is it that's blocking folks from getting these benefits or having those kind of just to happen? What's the holdup?
First of all, oftentimes IRS will send you a notice and tell you that you owe back the money that we paid you, but you don't actually owe them. So they will contact our office, we'll make a congressional inquiry and get the money back to you, right? For money that you didn't know. And for monies that you are entitled to that you are not getting through the Social Security VA offices, we are able to get those monies to you. On that note, I want to talk to you about the veterans benefits that is coming up. Now, last year, Congress passed PACT Act. PACT Act allows the VA to expand their services for the benefits that they're entitled to, but they may not be aware of that is. So tonight, I know our program is going out, a lot of people are watching. If you're a veteran, seniors especially, please go online, va.gov/PACT. And what it does is it will allow you to sign up for the intent to file for VA PACT benefits. If you do that before 9 p.m. tonight, Pacific time, then you will be on cue to you can backdate the benefits back to August of 2022.
Okay, so you can get reimbursed for things you've already paid for out of pocket and that kind of thing.
But that is to backdate the benefits to August 2022. Now, you can still sign up for VA PAC benefits even after midnight tonight. Right? But I just want to make sure that
make sure you get that deadline.
Your listeners are aware of this.
What are some of the most common things? You have offices in Mission Viejo and Orange. What are some of the most common things that people are coming to your office or going to you to get help with in terms of your constituency?
So a lot of it is constituent services. People have trouble getting their family members to come to the United States to attend someone's funeral, someone's very milestone events like the graduation. We will make an inquiry to the respective embassies abroad, and we will help them get their visas.
And that's you can kind of move through that bureaucracy a little smoother than a regular citizen can, obviously.
We are we're not the problem solvers for everything, but we are the liaison to help you get that problem solved.
Now, when you return to Congress, obviously lots to do, but you're also going to be going on overseas for a little while, right?
I serve as the chairwoman of the Indo-Pacific Subcommittee on House Foreign Affairs Committee. So part of my job is to travel, especially during the recess like this. I'm not spending the entire month, just a few days, to ensure that our allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific know that America's word means something, especially in the face of aggression from China. China is exercising its influence in the Pacific with the death trap diplomacy called the Belt and Road Initiatives. They invest a lot of money building roads, bridges, ports, whatever the developing countries need, but then they can't pay for it. So what they do is they tell them, okay, you don't have to pay back, but
helps them get that foothold into the countries.
Stop your relationship with, for example, Taiwan. That is their key. They want to assert the United States and be the military, economic, and political leader. But they are the second largest economy in the world. And for China to claim that they're the developing country and get benefit from the World Bank, for example, getting a lot of low interest rate loans and reinvest it in the developing countries and then put them in the debt trap diplomacy, that's what we call it. I'm going over there and telling them that the United States is the partner of choice. So work with us. We're going to help you decouple yourself from China.
Terrific. Well, Congresswoman Kim, thank you for coming in. Obviously, a lot of things going on in your district. And make sure folks get out to that senior center. Let's put that up on the screen one more time before we leave. The information about this senior event that you're going to be hosting. It's going to be a terrific one. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right. When we come back, Festival of the Arts Pageant of the Masters, we're going to tell you all about it and how you can still get tickets. Stay with us.